Okay, I'm back. Yeah, thank you for being patient with me. I know the videos are a bit slow at the minute. I'm just quite busy, so I can't help it. But thank you for being patient with me. As I said at the end of the last video, I primarily want to work on 2 projects for at least into the summer. One of them is the crane truck, which is behind me, and I'm busy working on it. The other project that you're looking at now is this, my heavy haulage truck. I just want to quickly say thank you to the people that helped me get it. So a year ago, I was thinking, I've got a spare T-cab kit. I haven't got a heavy hauler. Let's put the 2 together. And that was January last year. Now, February last year, this thing popped up for sale on Facebook. It was posted by Phil Berg, who's an awesome dude in the hobby. I knew, it was legit because he's awesome. So I messaged him. Turned out he was actually advertising it on behalf of a friend. The friend in question was a Dutchman who lives in Italy, and he's called Ad. And he was absolutely spot on to deal with. Considering English is like his 3rd language, he was brilliant. And really long story short, because this was about a 5-month process, that was collected for me by a mutual friend called Carl, who was an absolute legend for doing this. Thank you so much, Mr. Eastwood, absolutely, for helping me out with this. He collected it for me in Europe and brought it over to the Nationals, which is where I actually picked it up. So just want to say a big thank you to Phil, Carl and Ad. 3 of them, absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. I ended up with a really cool truck. So what is it? It is an 8x6 T-cab heavy haulage truck. It's built on custom set of chassis rails with Lisu axles and suspension. It's got a Servonaut motor and gearbox unit, and the rear 3 axles here, they all got locking differentials, and they are all powered by the motor. This axle is also a steer axle, and the front axle is just a normal steer axle. So that's the setup. Ad built a hell of a chassis. It looks incredible. Steer servo per axle, although I will say I don't know what rating those servos are. I think Ad took the sticker off because I can't find any value to them. And also they've got plastic servo horns, which I don't like, so I will go over them in the future. So I've been picking away at it since I collected it back at Nationals 2025, but I haven't really had a lot of time to work on it until the last month. Obviously, I was a bit busy with Reggie's truck, Paul's truck, Dad's trailer, the van. So I've finally got all that lot done, and I've been working quite a lot on this for, at least the past month. So to make it different from my red truck, as you know, I like a bit of variation. I like every truck to be a bit different colour, different configuration, chassis-wise, stuff like that. I've gone with a 4 series front. The red one's a 5 series, just for context. So earlier generation, different bumper, grille, headlights, badges. It will have different steps. I haven't done the steps yet. The steps will look like this. I haven't done that yet. I've still got the originals, but I need to do a bit of body work there, cut that little thing off, whatever that is, little angled piece, and then fill the steps in, and then cut ovals out, like the picture that you just saw. So that's that. I used the kit, the bonnet kit and all that is from Jerome. If you know him on Facebook, you know who I'm talking about. And then the 4 series parts are a combination of 2 suppliers, Tom at Dradi and Marco at BM Truck Accessory. So most of it's from BM, the bumper, the splitter, the lower grille, and then the top grille, headlights and badges are all made by Tom. Basically the bits that I couldn't find anywhere else. And the top grille I've put on with magnets, but you can see it's got the Scania logo in the top inlet, which is how they were from OEM with 4 series. And that just clicks back on. I also asked him to make me new badges because I've already got a 164. I don't want another one, so I've gone with a 144. So that's a 14 litre 4 series, 16 litre 4 series. That's an L. I can't remember what L stands for, but this one is a G. And G means heavy duty chassis. Don't ask me how, that's just what it means. So yeah. But the last couple of evenings, especially last week, I have been really trying hard to make this cab sit in the right place. My red truck, I love it a bit. Don't get me wrong, I'm very proud of it, but I am well aware that it is incredibly rough. Under there, as you can see, I put these panels in because I realised that way too late I've made a stupid mistake on that one. The cab sat way too high. So I didn't want to learn, well, I didn't want to make the same mistake twice. I wanted to learn from my mistake, that's what I'm trying to say. So I spent a bit more time trying to get this one sat better. So now you've got a very minimal gap. There is a gap there on the real one, but it's very minimal. And I think that's a much better attempt than the red one. So, yeah. But other than that, it was pretty much the same principle. Just little bits of aluminium, bent 90 degrees, bolted to the cab base. The bonnet still shuts properly. I might have to do a little bit of alignment there. Still is a tiny bit off. The other side's looking pretty spot on, if I'm being honest. So, bit of teething problem, but nothing major. I say Ad built the chassis. He built these side boxes that the panels come off and you've got storage in there. On both sides, a beer unit fits in there like a glove. So that's a big plus. And then I'm going to put the beer unit in one, and on the other side I'm going to put the receiver. Up here in the interior, I've put the speaker in the roof. I'm just going to cap the ceiling off. Have quite a simple interior, just a dashboard, seats, there's a bed in the back. The dashboard is a 4 Series right-hand drive unit, and I've also got 4 Series door cards on there as well. They're both made by Tom. The steering wheel is actually from Marco at BM. It's a nice 3-spoke actually, it's all lovely and really nice resin, it's huge as well. The seats and the bed are actually 3 Series seats. That was a project that I was going to do, but it never came to fruition. So I thought I'd use the seats and the bed in this one because they look cool. So that's the interior. Other than that, I'm going to try and get my logo done to go between the seats and have that light up. And obviously we'll put some material on the walls, make it look nicer. And as I say, we'll just cap the ceiling off. And yeah, that's pretty much the interior. Now around the back, I've added this equipment tower, this thing, which is it's a Scale Club unit, all metal. It's pretty nice. The good thing about this one is the battery can go in the fuel tank. You can take this side panel off and then get into it. So that's where the battery will live. I've also got these lockers that open up, so there's a bit more room in. Actually, that's where I put Susie's. I wonder where I put them. So yeah, got a couple of Susie. This will go down on the little A-frame eventually. I'll put them in there because it makes sense. I wonder where I put them last night. But yeah, catwalk, it's all bolted to the frame now, and then these ladders just slide in, same on the other side. So yeah, same deal here, this panel comes off, there's a box in there. Moving further back, got this quite posh fifth wheel, it slides, and it also tilts side to side, which is pretty cool. The only downside to that is it's got a proprietary king pin. I have the pin, Ad did give me the pin. Just something to bear in mind if you're looking at fifth wheels online. Some of them have got different king pin. And for me, it's not going to be a problem because ultimately this truck, like my other trucks, will get a matching trailer, a proprietary colour matched, electrically matched trailer. And then back here, I changed the back end a bit. Ad just sort of left it obviously as a major work in progress, but I've put the older generation rear lights on it and I've doubled them up like what I did on my blue truck. I've added, so it's quite difficult to see, it's all black back here, but rear hitch, because it literally the cross member wasn't waiting for it, so I've just put that on. And a heavy hauler normally has a rear hitch. And then I put 4 spray flaps on, although they are a bit low at the minute because they are scraping quite badly, but you know, that's the deal. I put 4 on because it's a 4 Series with 4 axles, so 4 is going to be a sort of theme throughout this truck, wherever I can apply it. Now I put the rear hitch on. My dad said, got a rear one, should have a front one. I agree, heavy haulers like this, you have them set up to push and pull, so I do need to look at a front hitch. I'm also looking at the wheels. I might end up adding a bit more to them. So the truck was on all Michelin's and almost all Alcoas when I picked it up. It was just missing Alcoas on that axle, so Ian at IDW helped me out with that, getting them sorted for me to collect at the Nationals last year. Thank you very much, mate. So now it's on full Alcoas, but now I'm looking at it, I think I need to get the donut ring, the wheel nut covers for the 2 super single axles. And then back here, I think I'm going to change the hubs ultimately. I'm going to go with those, is it the 80-ton hub reduction style? I think they're going to suit this truck a bit more, a bit heavier duty. So I'll definitely look at doing that in the future when I can. So yeah, that is the intro to the heavy. So from now on, the videos, whenever I refer to the heavy hauler, this is what I mean. I think the next step, really, I've got to save up a bit of money. I need to spend some on it, some more. Last month, my dad and myself bought a new van. We bought a Ford Transit, and I absolutely love it. The problem is, it was quite expensive. Took a large chunk out of my wallet, so I'm being a little bit cautious at the moment. Rather than going out and spending thousands of pounds on parts, I'm using what I've already got. So that's this basically. I had all this stuff in boxes for years in some cases, so it was just a case of putting it all together. I think now I got to the point where I need to spend a bit more money now on light bars and such, and I wanted to get roof bars for it, beacons for it, a visor. That's a big thing that's missing. I don't know what style to go with, but I'll work it out. The marker poles, I always think the T-cab looks better with those poles. I want to get some pods to go down the sides. I want to get some double burners to go down the bottom edge here and up there. Some spotlights for the back to look down on it. So yeah, there's a lot to do still, but obviously we'll get there though, one step at a time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'm saying now, the next video, it might be another month, so bear with me, but it's going to be on the crane truck. All right, I want to try and get the crane truck to something that looks, the same sort of stage in the build as this, rather than a collection of parts. I want to show you an actual truck. So that's why I'm taking a little while, but I hope it'll be worth it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in that one. Cheers.